Hey everyone, it's Drew here, and I'm launching this email. Right, this will be the second one, and probably the final one with a promotion for LeadPages. Well, I was thinking, you know what, you guys haven't seen LeadPages, and a lot of the stuff, especially for such a promotion, you don't know until you see it. You have no idea how to really connect with it. So I'm going to try and make this super quick. I did get a few questions. I'm going to answer some of those questions. I'm trying to think what would be the coolest thing to show, and I think it'd be cool to show how quickly you can put together a home page. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together a home page. I went ahead and Googled just to give some ideas, and I do have someone on my list here has a cleaning service, but I just Googled new business ideas. Okay, so I came up with a cleaning service. I came over here. I searched for images. Now, please don't do this. Okay, what I'm about to do is demonstration purposes only. I have some disclaimers here on my notes. That's what I'm looking at. One, I'm going to talk fast. I'm going to do some things on the fly. So I caught this one right. I'm doing this on the fly. I did search images, but I am at least thinking of me telling you and warning you, don't do what I'm about to do. I'm not going to launch this. This is not for a client. This is not for me or any of my business. This is so I just went and found an image. This is copyright infringement. Okay. Now, how do you choose an image? Well, just stand back, let your eyes kind of blur, and say which one pops out the most to you. Okay. So naturally, this one does. There's some psychological reasoning behind it. It's an open space, but there's one I like better, which is this right down here. I have gone ahead and for the sake of time, I've put it on my desktop. The reason why I like this is not only is it an open space, it's light. Okay, lighter images are better than dark. It depends. Here's one of those disclaimers. It's like, well, Drew said lighter images. It depends. You know, what are you gonna do on top of it? Are you gonna put text? Okay, so but the brain goes to the human tendency is to favor light images over dark. Excuse me. And then I like this one because it has natural light and it's open space. So all three of those, natural light, it is light over dark, and it's got some natural light coming into it. So I'm going to go over here. Let me show you something else before I get here. Right now, all these, when you're in your LeadPages dashboard, you see all these templates. Like, look at all these. All right, this isn't to be overwhelming. This is just to show you a ton of templates. Now, here's what's pretty slick on conversion rate. So I am actually sorting all these templates according to conversion rate. That's the beauty of LeadPages. These are tested. These are like scientifically, think of a laboratory. These are tested conversion rate landing pages. And so I'm going to go to most recent though, and then I found one. Depending on how fast this loads, I found right here. It's our services opt-in. The reason why I chose this is because I thought it'd be good because everyone needs a services page. Even if you have a website and you're like, hey, if we have 3 pages, what can we do? Well, do a homepage and contact, and then if you have another, do an about, and you can wrap up your homepage and your services page into one. But here's why I chose that one. Okay, so it's a great, our services page is a great page to start. The first thing I did was I changed the logo. Now I had, here's what I did here. I had images in here, and I accidentally even clicked on this image right here, which was a set of trust icons. These are logos and things like that, awards, things like that. Those are trust icons, right? Those are psychological triggers. I actually like that instead of putting my logo up here or any kind of a logo. And you might say, well, that's just not the way sacrilege. What are you doing? Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about conversions. So I don't mind flipping it upside down. I'm also, for the sake of time, again, pretend that this is the boat we're in. Oh man, we have to get a homepage up like in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. What are we going to do? I'm going to turn that menu off because right now I don't have all those properties, all those separate pages for that menu to go to. Now it is down to the bottom. Okay, I just quickly scrolled to the footer. It's down there, and here's the beauty of what I'm gonna show you how you can take care of this really quickly. Everything over here on the side. Do you see this? I mean, if you can answer email, you can certainly take care of clicking an eyeball to go off and on. Video. If you don't have a video, and you say, well, we can't use this template because we don't have a video. Ta-da! Turn it off. Go over here to the eyeball and click it and turn it off. Features, there's something like where there's, what was this? Partners, okay. So, here, I wouldn't even suggest using this necessarily See, here's the thing. When you use templates, even though this says partners, and someone might say, well, let's see, what partners do we have? What business partners do we have? You don't have to use that. You don't have to use these for partners. If you don't have business partners, maybe you have awards. Um, that's huge. That's a huge deal. Use your awards. Maybe you have industry associations. Maybe you have local chamber associations, or a lot of professions will have, of course, an association. That's the definition of profession, right? You have a professional association for its members. So you can have associations here. If I'm a lay person and I don't quite know what that is, it's okay. Again, the psychological triggering here that you're concerned about right now is getting those things quickly right in front of my face as a first-time visitor, because a lot of your first-time visitors, they're going to be like 98% of your traffic. They're not going to know who you are. They're not going to care. They just want to know if you can solve their problems or not. So this is lame, this headline. I'm going to just click inside of there. Now, I said I was going to do this for cleaning, so let's just say Clark's. Let's use a different USP. This is a unique selling proposition. Off the top of my head, I've worked with one of my buddies who's in pest control. I really liked what we came up with one time because he said, I work for hospitals. So hospital clean in the office. Okay, so that's probably not what I would go with. I think uh, it's not the worst thing I've ever written, but just off the top, again, disclaimer, off the top of my head, that's what I got. Explore our services. Headline, subheader, really important. The words you choose to assemble right here. So explore our services. Let's see, hospital clean in the office. Let's say a hospital clean in the office. More clean gigs in healthcare, establishments, and commercial offices, and any other providers in. Book a free consultation. Let me speak real quickly to this because, again, if I got deadlines and I got like 10 minutes to let this thing go live, fine, book a consultation. You know what I mean? It is a point of contact. If I'm a first-time visitor, I want to make you aware. I want to warn you. If I'm a first-time visitor and I don't know about you, I've never heard of you, nor do I care about you, you got to show me some problems you can solve for me first. I would not put a call now for your free quote or free consultation. You got to understand that is a very what's called a bottom of funnel activity. That means, hey, the top of funnel where a lot of traffic comes to you and starts to learn about you. Middle of funnel is where they begin to be nurtured. They begin to be prospects are kind of warmed up to you. And then the bottom of funnel, they know you, they trust you. One of the quickest ways to that is to have a personal recommendation. That's why social, becomes so important. That's why, hold on, let me back up. That's why your customer service becomes so important, because people talk about that kind of stuff on social, and including, sites like TripAdvisor and all the user generated content, right? Users that are using those sites can write whatever they want, can say whatever they want. So you got to be on your game. So point is, they have to be a very hot prospect to click that free consultation button. For now, I'm going to let it go, right? We got 10 minutes to make this thing. But what I would do if I had another couple days is to create some content and say, what would people need in the commercial cleaning? What would my audience need who is a commercial cleaning prospect? Well, they probably want to know how to save money on, I don't know, electricity, or maybe they're concerned about being green or something like that. And so you're going to put together a piece of content that is extremely high value to them, and you're going to put that right here and then get them to opt into your email list in order to exchange that. Okay, I'm going to go to features and I'm going to turn off, you know what? I'm going to, I'm going to turn off our services. Okay, let's see, just services you need, book a free consultation. Let's hide this. Now notice I can hide it over there on the left. I'm pointing over there, and then I can hide it over in the where I'm editing right here. I'm going to pretend these are testimonials that are already in there. They're not. These are from the templates. I'll go with it. Okay, another call to action: book a free consultation. Your logo. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I'm going to scroll over here. What's also kind of neat, you can see I'm mirroring, like what I choose over here. You can see it comes up over here. So I might have to scroll up and down to kind of see it, but there's the your logo, and I can hide that if I don't want that down there. So I'm going to go ahead and put your logo. I'm going to go ahead. I think I have a Hudge Creative logo in here. or a newer Hudge Factor logo. Hold on, no. Here we go. Hudge Factor. I'm going to choose that. All right, so that's in there. I have social media. These should be sharing buttons, not like go to my page. Okay. Well, Drew, why would you say that? Because we have that on their site. Well, because I don't want to send them away. You know, I worked so hard to get them here. I don't want to send them off my site. Are you kidding me? I want to have them go here. But you do have to click on these and say these are options. So the URL to share on Facebook would be www. mybusiness.com. Okay, so that's good to go. Here's your menu down here, and if you don't need the about or the work, let's see, we got a list over here. You see that what I did? Over here is the menu. We got the list. We got a divider. We can hide those dividers. News, that could go to a blog. FAQ is a great idea for another page. If you're getting started, pages to add to your site, home, about, contact, FAQs, fantastic. And this is it. I'm going to, and what's great about this is I'm going to speak to, in seconds, some things that this is unique. You know, this does not put a navigation at the top. I'm going to put a space right there. And that's fine. That's fine. I got trust icons right here at the very top. I got some trust seals. Again, that's a persuasion technique. That's leave it be. Oh no, our logo's not up there, and our navigation. Okay, so what? So they got to scroll and burn all of a calorie to go down here, and you have points of contact. You have calls to action. You have places where me as a prospect can get warmed up, and remember. If you had more time, you're going to give something of value, and then I'm going to click that and go into your page. Okay, so we hid a lot of stuff, services and all that. I'm going to say done. I'm going to give this page a name. I'm going to say this is just demo, okay? And now, some of you, okay, so here's some questions, because some of you guys asked, what about, I want to make sure that people search for us and come up on Google. That comes up time and time again. Let me show you something real quick over here. This is of course my homepage. By the way, this homepage was designed in very quickly in LeadPages in the demo I just showed you. This is a new property for me. Okay, so this is my coaching website, and this is the Hudge Factor framework. Now I want to show you. Right there is traffic tide. That's step 7, I think. That's step 7 in the Hudge Factor framework. Now, there's some things. So I'll say there's some things you got some homework to do, right? We got some homework to do before we just start sending traffic to a site. Everyone does this. Imagine how many ad dollars get blown every year because people send traffic to their home page, and their home page is not optimized. It's not engineered whatsoever to take that traffic and to speak to it and to give it something of value and to nurture it and to engage it, you know, to do something like that. So there's some homework to do if it's just traffic type. But let me get back to my, you know, if you're just concerned about traffic. Let me get back to my lead page, my example here, and you can put the page title, which I would go ahead and recommend, because this does do something to influence search engines. The page title is I would say probably the #1 search engine element that search engines use. Okay, so this is, you know, I would put some keywords in here: commercial, cleaning, services, and, you know, Clarksville. Try and get the TN. Okay, page description. Please fill this out. There is a character limit. I forget. It's like 144, 160, somewhere around that. Page keywords. You could probably forego that because Google doesn't even use those. Okay, so I'm going to say save. It's saving. Saving. and there it goes. It says just saved right here in the URL. That went away. Okay, so that page has saved. I'm going to let that, okay. I'm going to X out of there. It'll come to the top of my stack. I have other lead pages in here, so I'm going to click that. There we go. And check this out. This page is live. It's on the internet. So how does this work? What if we have our own domain? Well, you can see that I'm using the domain Hudge Creative, not Hudge Factor, but Hudge Creative right there. And it does add the lead pages. But here's the thing. I don't have to have, I can send traffic to this, and it is functioning. Like right now that goes to their, whatever the template had. But I can send traffic to this and feel awesome about it. I was going to swap out that back image to show you how easy it was. I forgot. Okay, so let's move on to some other things. Here, I wanted to show you really quick. This was a page that was created in LeadPages. This was a giveaway. This is a client, and we were able to grow our email list. Um, Very targeted for people interested in nature vacations. Okay, so this was we had the section in here where we had like these are all the things that you get. We answered questions, we answered objections. We're like, what is the catch for this giveaway? Because you know everyone on the planet is asking that. And then once they opt into the giveaway, let me go ahead and click this. So once they reach the opt-in, I always use Obi Kenobi, by the way, as my test. So once they put their name, their phone, their email in there, once they opt in, then they'll be redirected. Oh, there's even that feature too. You can say, hey, are you sure you want to stay on this page? No, I'll go ahead and leave. And once they opt in, they are taken to the thank you page. And then that is a conversion goal, right? That's what we want. We want that opt in. We want to continue to nurture those prospects that sign up for the giveaway because they would be perfect prospects to come and have a great nature lake vacation. We also used, in the previous email, I said I made this in like 12 minutes. You know what? Site went down, and there was some maintenance to be done. So it's another creative way to use LeadPages. It has nothing to do with conversions, but we needed to get something that had some branding to it and looked good up quickly. I showed you that. That's my home page. That's what we got. This is actually the Hudge Factors 404 page, and guess what? It is a lead page. I'm using a lead page for this. Now I don't have right now. I don't have some of this other stuff that says, but wait, don't leave empty-handed. This page is engineered so even if you land on the wrong page, you're still providing your users with something good, with some great content. Okay, but I don't quite have that ready. I do have one ready, but I'm not putting it a certain type of content, high value content. I'm not putting that on my 404 yet. I'm producing a different piece of content. So what I put in here is I want to know when people are hitting this 404 page. So I want to take out some of this text. Will you please give me a heads up? Seriously, just a quick, hey, something's missing, to hello at Hudge Factor. Holy smokes, unfortunately the information you're looking for is unavailable. Okay, I'm going to say done. All right, and I'm going to save. But how cool is that, right? I mean, you got this 404 page. Now I'm going to say publish. So let's go ahead and view page. And there it is. So if you come to my site and something's broken, you can see how easily I just edited that. Okay, I like teaching people how to do things without tech overwhelm. And this is, I mean, you can't get much more simpler than that. If you know how to use Facebook, you can use LeadPages. Here, I'll show you this, and I don't want to get too geeky here. All right, so but here's the point. I had two landing pages, and we had variations, and you can see that one it was poor. We weren't having very many conversions at all. So all I did was change the headline and a little bit of copy. All right, the words that I'd selected, assembled, and the bottom one got a much higher conversion rate. Now, eventually, it wasn't this stark of a difference. It was just at the time it was like a 100. Still, it was like 160% lift in the variation one. And usually people think, oh, my brain hurts. You're gonna test. In LeadPages, I'm not going to go through it here, but you can say, basically, duplicate this page. I'd like to test this headline. And when you throw it out there and you throw traffic to it, you can if this is parked in the middle, you can tell LeadPages to serve this up 50-50. Half the time visitors are going to see this, half the time they're going to see that. And I'd like for them to look at this. I'd like to compare headlines. Don't change too much, okay? Go small things one at a time, because otherwise you don't know what variation was responsible for the difference. So I mean, it was like a no-brainer. After just a few times of shifting this variation, it was by far the winner, and look at that. All we had to do was this. That's sweet. I can turn off the original by sliding sliders. I don't have to type a bit of code. It is fast, it's easy, and it's money making. I mean, like if you have a headline that is a winner and you got a headline that is just a loser, or at least not as high of a winner, do something about it, right? And then you're like, oh, I don't know what to do about it because I don't know how to code. Don't worry. LeadPages has an analytics feature, and that's what this is right here. So that is a super quick. Oh, I guess I got one more thing here. This is my funnel that's about to launch I'm just going to flash these out because 75% of these pages were done with LeadPages, and I have videos in here, and then of course it leads my traffic to book a time to meet, so they can choose day of the week and all that. They can choose these slots, and all this is tracked and all that. I got some pretty geeky stuff in there. All right, thanks so much for hanging on through all that. I wanted to show you. Good grief, 21 minutes. That was a long time. All right, I wanted to show you what LeadPages was about, give you a quick demo.